Good morning. Let's discuss how to issue a SQL update command from Python application to update records in MySQL table. Here we use set and where command. Time to time we need to change the spelling of a name of a student, or for example change the name of Thilini, Thilini to Tilini. First we need to find a particular record as described in an earlier module. Either you can search the name of the student or the relevant index number. How you use the update command. Update database is personal. Then update personal. Then we set the name into TILINI where name equal THILINI, or we can use update personal set name equal TILINI where index number equal 013. Create a new file as we did earlier. Import command MySQL connector, then mydb equal MySQL connector dots. Then we have to specify host. We are using local host. Then the database student, the user, default user, root. Finally, the password. We use the empty password. Finish. Right now, define my cursor, my db dot. Then our SQL command, as I explained earlier, update personal set name equal to, that's a correct name. The name we have to change. This should be the new name. Where name equal till. This is the old name. This is the SQL command. Then execute that one. My cursor execute SQL mydb issued a commit command, otherwise it won't be saved properly. We can put right, last line is the information. Finally, the print command to check how many records updated using the row count. Save this code, any name. I am putting db update1 and run it. Display one record updated. Let's switch to the PHP MyAdmin screen and find out. Our table is there. Check the 13th record. Now its name has been changed to TILINI. Okay, it works. Let's try to run this program again. Run model. Now see the output. It says zero record updated. You see zero records updated because in this time no record with the name THILINI as it is already changed earlier. Okay, let's try to change the name back to the original THILIN. Here THILIN. First parameter is THILINI. The second parameter is TILINI. I am saving this as db update 2 and run the module. Say one record updated. Let's go back to the PHP MyAdmin screen and browse. Okay, you can see that one. No, 13 record has been changed back to the THILINI. 13 record has been changed to the THILINI. The original name. Let's change the student name Chatura, CHATHURA to CHATURA with index number 014. I will do it in different way. Right? To prevent the SQL injections and other SQL issues, better to use Python variables in update query. SQL injections are some kind of security threat. Right? Update personal set name to, instead of actual name, I am putting percentage s and where name equal again percentage s. Then put the value, another variable chatura. Here we have to specify two parameters. Yeah, this is incorrect because where name equal, we are passing the index number. This should be the index number. Save, run. What record updated? See, now it has been changed to Chatur. Okay, this is the update command. Yeah, next we try how to issue a SQL delete command from Python application to delete records in MySQL table. there, no? On the our next step is joining these two tables, right? I want to give the query, create the query to find out name of each student and the subjects they are doing, right? Now, these data are in two different tables. Name is in the personal table, subjects in the subject table. You can understand the relationship there, no? There are two tables. One is a personal, other one is a subject. Both tables are joined with the index number field. That's a common field, right? Through index number, we can find out the subjects doing each student on from the other table. Now the command is, normal command is something like this one. Select everything from personal and join the subject table. When you are joining two tables, we have to clearly specify the link field. Now the linking field is index number, right? Join subjects on where index number of the personal table is equal to the index number of the subject table, right? That's a criteria, condition. Index number of the personal field equal to the index number of the subject field. In other words, to find out the subjects doing the first student, say Tarindu, right? From personal table, we can get the index number 001. Then search this index number in subject field, subjects table, right? 001, there are only one record, 001. We can get the subject name, geography. Go to the second student, name is Supun, find his index number 002, search in the next table where that index number should equal to the next index number, right? Index number in the subjects field 002, 002. There are two records. Let's try this one. Right now, first few fields. First, these are common to everything. No? Important MyDB and MyCurs are common to any program. Right? I am changing the SQL command as shown in the previous one. You can see it on the top of the screen, right? This is we can write this in as a single line statement. When we are breaking into several lines, we have to give the backslash. Select everything from personal, right? Join with other table is subjects. Select everything from personal, join with the subjects. Joining condition is on personal index number should be equal to subjects index number. Wow, SQL command is okay. Select star from personal, join subjects table. Condition is index number of personal should be equal to the index number of subjects. Remove the previous statements. My result, my, we get it as a my result, right? We need the output, no? My result, say, this is just a variable. my cursor fetch all for x in, I can write in the single statement. Yeah, first I am writing in the single statement. Print my results. Later we can print into a line by line, right? Okay, let's see. First see whether it's working or not. What's wrong with that one? We haven't executed the MySQL command, no? My cursor execute, right? SQL, previous statement written on the previous line. We have to pass that one, no? This is the execution of the SQL command. It give some output. Try to understand the output, right? First one say 001 turn into 001 geography, 002 Supun, 002 music, right? It's very difficult to understand that one, no? Let's see. Try to change that one. Code for x in my result print x. This time better than the previous one, no? But not the exact the way we want. Now, first record should be okay. We don't need to repeat the 001 in two places, no? Second and third records, actually, it's a duplication thing, no? If we can put the 00 to Supun in the same line, if we can display the subjects in the single row, music, comma, history, that should be better, no? Now, it will give the correct answer, but in the output is the display format is different, right? Let's try to modify that one to get the better out. When we are joining two tables, sometimes we have to remove some duplication entries there. Group concatenation means now in the previous output, there are some repetitions there, no? Second record is repeated 2 times. If you can get into a single group, right? Last statement say group by personal index number, right? Now the entire statement is select personal index number, personal name. That's enough, right? Personal index number and personal name. Right? Group contact subjects. Subjects, right? According to subjects, we will concatenate everything into a single row. From personal, join subjects on personal, that's the previous same thing. But the important one is last one, group by personal index number, right? We are going to group the output according to the index number, right? Let's try this one. I'm rewriting the SQL statement. Select personal index number, personal name. Now this time I'm putting the SQL statement into different lines, right? By adding slash there. Group underscore concat within subjects. Table is subjects and the field is subject. Subject field of the subjects table from personal join subjects on personal index number equal subject index number group by personal index number. Right. First, read this one and try to understand. Right. Let's run this one. Now see the output. So we have a better output, no? Now you can compare that one, no? SQL statement and the output. Now previous output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. Now this one only 3, 4, 5 rows with the, it's a better, we have a better output that one, no? Now we got that one using the group by command. And to understand this command, SQL command, the best way is compare the output with the code, right? Now this moment, I think I am introducing one of our staff member, Miss Utpalani. She will explain this one further.
Yes, sir. I actually wanted to explain to you that now sir have mentioned you about this join table query. We have this relationship like student table and the subject table. Now, those two tables, if you take, you can understand that there we have for one student, they can follow many subjects, and for a single subject, that's the other way around. For a single subject, there are many students. So it is a many-to-many relationship. You have know the SQL part. If we normalize this, of course, we get a third table. That is the normal way. If we are going to resolve many-to-many relationship, then we will have to have a table which has the student ID in one column and the subject ID in another column, right? That will be the third table. So in that table, there we have the relationship. So then if we are going to join that, we will going to have two join statements. Now, in this example, of course, you can see there's only a single join statement. Join subjects on personal index number equals subjects of index number. But if we get a third table, then there will going to be another join statement, whereas you have to follow a different process of writing that join statement even. So without complicating that much for this, we have used only two tables, the student table and the subjects table. So there is no wrong in that way. Of course, we can do that as well, because having too many join statements in one single query has a performance issue as well. Actually, what we are going to do is to show the output, the student name, and what are the subjects that they follow. So in that way, to make that output, we don't have to actually normalize the database. But what we can do is just have these two tables and just a single join query, and then we get the output like this, right? Now you can see now in the first statement, select all from personal, then we join the subject table, and then on personal dot the index number is the common column that we can build the relationship, because that is the column that we are going to create the relationship. So we need to basically join this table by index number column. So this is how we are going to write this SQL statement from personal. Then we have to mention the table that we are going to join, then mention the index number, then of course in which table, right? Index number in personal table, then index number in subjects table. Because if you clearly examine the subjects table, it also has to have this index number column. So there is the column that you are going to build that relationship. So you have to mention in the query, you have to specifically mention which table, which column has to be equal to the column in the other table. So we have to mention it like this way: on personal dot index number, which means the index number column in personal table should be equal to index number in subjects table. So this is the basic query code.
First
This
part.
one, right? You get a output like this way, but actually this is not what we are going to show. Like it's not clear that much. So it only shows that okay, the index number, the student name, and then the subject number. This is the output that you get. But if we want to show that okay, we have to show the student name, then what are the subjects that they follow in a single line, okay, in a single row. So if you want to show that kind of an output, there is a simple thing that you can do, right? Without having a separate table or without having another join statement, you can simply do that by having a group concat statement in your SQL query. This is the exact query that we are going to do. The simple change is we can use this group concat statement. Group by personal dot index number. Group the student by the index number. Okay, we are joining two tables. Okay, once we are joined two tables, then it will know, okay, this student follows this subject. And then once it is joined, we are going to group each student by their index number. And with that, we are going to concatenate the subject name according to the index number. So then you can get this student ID as in the output below. You get the index number, then the student name, and it will concatenate the subject names by a comma separated value. If there is a single subject, then of course it will show the subject. If there are multiple subjects, then it will concatenate those two subjects by separating a comma. Each subject is separated by a comma. So this is the output you get once you run this query. So of course you can try to run this query just by going to PHP MyAdmin and just try to run it there. Then you will understand how that query works. Yes, you can see, you can run SQL statement separately in this. Just copy and paste that query, and then you can click go button. Then you can see the results. You have to, of course, go to that specific database. Then only you can run this query. Yes, like this, you can copy and paste it. Then yes, you can run and see. This is the output that you get. Another thing, if now here column name, you can change that as well in the group concat part. Yes, then within double quotation you can give any name. Now if you run this query, you get this output. We can specify a column name as well, like that. If we want to have a better clearness to the output, we can have this column names as well. You can only have to have this as part in your query. Actually, what we are learning these programming languages or these kind of things, the final target is to build an application. So for that, we need to have everything. Like we need to know how to connect to a database, and we need to maintain a database, and then we need to know a programming language to build a proper application. So this is why we need to learn each of these things. We want to connect all these things that we have learned to finally build a proper application. That is the ultimate thing. So that should also have to keep in mind.
Right now, accessing MySQL database using Python, we covered everything in and even some beyond the syllabus. I will show you the similar thing, but this time we are accessing text files, even though we can access the binary files, right? How to write and read text files from Python, right? That's what we call the ability to read external files within Python is a very nice feature, but writing to a file is a better still. I will show you. Let me first create a small text file. Right. First, I will cover opening files. First, I create the small text files. Right. You may have a notepad file, whatever in the folder, right? In the D drive or C drive or whatever place. We are going to access the, we are going to read that text files and display the content. Right? Normally in Python, we can read text and binary files in your programs. Right? You can also write to file, which is something we look at next time, like next field. Reading and writing to files enables you to output and store data from your programs. Right? Three major things are opening files: open, read, and write. Right? In Python, you create a file object. We had done that one. No? File object, similar to creating a variable, just pass in the file using the open function. Files are usually categorized as text or binary files. Right. In my D drive, I create a small folder called ABC and create a file called lambda. It's a text files. I just copied from some newspaper, online newspaper. It's a small text file with couple of paragraph, right? There's a text file. Save as a lambda, lambda dot txt. It's a notepad file under the ABC folder of the drive. Now I am going to write a code to access that one. New file. I'm getting a new file. Common thing is, say I am get the variable, say news, NEWS, just a variable, and give the open command. Open command within brackets, we have to specify the path of the text file in D drive colon double slash, right? You can see when you type in the double slash, then it's a pop-up window comes. No? Say it will show whether there's a file or folders. Now ABC folder is there. I'm just selecting ABC, right? Under ABC, lambda.text and close the quotation. That's a open command to, that's a file. We are going to prepare the file for reading. That's enough for reading. Right. Now, next statement is, I just want to print the output. Print news. There's a function called read. That's a function. That's all. Open the file lambda.txt under folder ABC of D drive and print it. Just save as a different name. Here I made a mistake. Instead of full stop, I put the comma. Okay, full stop, run module. Now you can see the output. It displays the contents inside the text file. Whatever inside the file, it get the read character by character or line by line or whatever mode and display as the output. Right now, our text file is, you can see, this is my text file. This is the text file. This is the output of the program. It's same thing. It's displayed on our Python one. This is very useful feature. You can record data into a text file, data file. Say you are getting some information for your students' details or whatever Python program, calculate in the different way, right? And then you can save it to a text file. You can get the data from a text file, do some calculations, do some modification, and save it and update the text file. You can do everything, right? Right. This is I'm closing the text file there. Now this program is okay. I will change this command step by step. Now what happened when I issue the news.read? News is a variable. I put the variable. If I put ABC, doesn't matter. ABC.read. Okay. It will display. It displayed the entire content of the text file. Right. Now I'm changing the command little bit. Read line. Now earlier it was read, just read. Now I change it into a read line. Let's try. So what happened? It displayed only the first line. Line means whatever, when you are creating the notepad, where we put the enter key as the end of the line, right? Not the way we display. When you expand that one, you can get it as a single line. When you narrow the one, it comes to a 3 lines, right? But the line, how do we define a line? Whenever place where I put the enter key, just a line. Now read line. I will issue the same command again. So now I have 2 times. Now let's see. Okay, but there's a small difference now. No, you can see some blank comes after the first line. Yeah, let's see another one. 3 lines. Actually, there are 3 lines. You can see in between these two, there's a blank line. It's a blank line. It's the second one, right? When you go to the notepad document, because in notepad document, once you enter the paragraph, we put the blank line there, right? Now this Python program took the blank line as a separate line, okay? Likewise, now read line is there, read line, or you can assign something like this one. Line equal news read line. Print line. And go to that one. Same thing, no? So only one thing. No? The variable line is used to get the news read line one and display. Or you can directly print the line output or get the variable and then play the variable, display the variable. Now, once the line is actually, see, I can see this one. line 0. I'm changing. It's something like array. Instead of printing the entire line, I put line 0, line 1, line 3, etc. You can understand that one, no? Line 0 means first character of the line. Line 1 is the second line character of the 1. What happened to the third one? Sorry, I put 3, no? 3 is a blank one, blank space. 2. Now you can see, no? That's the first character of the line. Whatever inside the line, get the first one. 0th is the first one, second one, third one, right? I will change this in the different way. If I put in this way, news read 5. Print line. What happened? Even here, it read the first 5 characters of the statement. THA space H. If I repeat that one, I duplicate that one, news read 5 again. Now in the first read, it took the first 5 characters. In the second read statement, it took the next 5 characters, including blank spaces. Now earlier one, I put news like this one, no? Read line. This time I put the S there, lines. That's a different one. Right? Earlier it was read line. Now it's the read lines. Print lines. Let's see. Now it's very difficult to understand. We give the new character. I will do it different way. Instead of printing this one, get the for loop. For this time I put line in lines. Print line. Let's see that one. Now this time it will read everything, but putting an additional space there, no? Because read line space and get the with the space line also, right? There are various way of getting data and manipulating that one, right? We can change the way the characters appeared on your screen. I'm importing the module type. Just read the lines with the read command. Right. For get the lines in lines, print lines, and I am putting a command. I think we can use this one in the any other print command. Empty string. After that, put the time sleep. Let's try that one. That's a small delay loop there, right? Small delay, some few seconds, 0.5 seconds space there, right? Let's try that one. You can control the speed by changing the parameter inside the sleep one, right? There are various ways of getting the characters and the way we want to put into the output, right? This is something like when you are get the early dot matrix printing, they are printing in this way, no, very slowly. You can experiment with by changing the parameter inside the type one.